You can't play field ranked, find a guy and go, he's crazy, I want to play FNTASIA with him.
Fortnite isn't actually as sociable. Have you ever been on by someone in any Fortnite mode and actually just reach out to that person and be like, yo, like, do you want to play sometime? I wanna get into that a bit more, because this is always something I've always had conversations with people about, and I find it a bit perplexing because I came from CS, right? Mm-hmm. In CS, if you're gonna play organized CS, you need a team of 5. And I never once recall a point where I was like, oh, I can't find, like, I wanted to play someone and I was like, I can't find a 5. Like, why is it that we've always had this thing in Fortnite where it's like so difficult? Because it's a genuine thing. Like, it's true. Like, I see people say all the time, I can't find a duo, I can't find a trio. People be like, oh yeah, I didn't really like squads, I couldn't find a squad. Why do people find it so hard? I feel like this. Am I missing?
Yeah, I was going to say.
But there's no Faceit where you can just look for people you're scoring. There's also no
ranked. No ranked.
Yeah.
No ranked. You can't play field. You can't play field ranked. Find a guy and go, he's crazy, I want to play FNCS with him. You're just going to play solo ranked, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, you know, it's one of those things, as you said. It's like that's why Fortnite struggles. Is our ranked mode sucks so much compared to any other ranked mode in any game. So funny. It's just like, no one can find teammates. You have to go to Discord servers. You have to go to Twitter. You have to play. I don't know. You those are your own real. You know, it's like a Fortnite tracker looking for duo system, which is awful. And it's like,
what's wrong with that system? Because I've never looked into it, but that's typically the kind of systems like most other games use, right? It's like you have a system like that. Obviously, yes, in other games you can like find people from ranked. That's like, I feel like that is common, but also rare in the sense of like, typically, like there's always like one guy on a team where they're like, yeah, we found this guy in ranked, right? There's always like that one guy on the team that's just cracked. You're like, yeah, we found him in ranked. But like, still, you get like
that's
other
what you
people.
need. That's what you need, though. It's like in duos, you just need to find one guy in a duo ranked game, and there you go. You've got a duo for FNCS. So I think that like that's the biggest thing. I think if ranked, as I said, was competitive, and there's so many. I feel like there's so many ways you can go about it to make it more competitive. I feel like we'd have so much more. First of all, so much more competition in Fortnite in general, because people wouldn't be like, oh, I can't play this eval cup or duo cash cup. I can't find a teammate. And then secondly, I feel like we would, as you said, for that, it would just be. You know, it would just make everything make so much more sense to have it, right? It would just make it so we could actually have people for streamers, you know, going for rank 1 in ranked. That's a great thing for the game as well. You know, think about every other game where you have people going for rank 1 or going for the highest rank, and there's actually a challenge. And you compare it to Fortnite, and it's just like, well, I made Unreal. I didn't really have to do anything. Like Laser and Laserbeam and Bushcamp Dad made it without moving. Obviously, they've changed that now, but the fact you can make the highest rank in Fortnite without doing anything screams volumes about what our ranked mode is.
So, Ryu in the chat made a good point of it's all PR hunters. They want unrealistic PRs from their duos. Yep. I low-key think the PR system does negatively affect that. And I think in general, and maybe people disagree with, I think in general, Fortnite isn't actually as sociable. Like, Fortnite is always seen as a sociable platform, but it's actually not as sociable. No. For some of those reasons. And I think there's not enough infrastructure there to be sociable, like you guys are saying, right? Like, there's not a good rank system where you can find people of similar skill very easily, or there's not these things, you know, there's not these websites people have created, these LFT websites that are like really good and are actually like a hub that people use. My thing is that I remember, and I don't know, I wonder if any of you guys have ever done this in your Fortnite lives. I remember in CS, there'd be times when you get shit on by another guy on the other team, so you reach out to him to try out. Yeah. Have you ever been shit on by someone in any Fortnite mode and actually just reach out to that person and be like, yo, like, do you want to play sometime? Like,
yeah. No, you just feel you just feel unlucky. You feel like he got lucky. You feel like he just got a lucky shot, or a build didn't place, or he phased through or whatever. You don't sit there and go, well, he actually shot on me there, to be fair. It's a completely different thing. But you're right. Every other game, if someone's crazy and you're like, I want to play with him, you're going to message him. But in Fortnite, it feels like an ego thing to message someone and go, yo, you're crazy, I want to play with you. The guy's just going to, first of all, probably not even reply, and the second, or he's going to tell you to fuck off, probably. So, I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, as you said, Fortnite isn't sociable in the slightest. Like, it just...
That's why they have a lot of things trying to... They do tournaments where you just, like, fill the duo and stuff.
Yeah.
Where they're just trying to get people to not be as lonely when they're playing, so it probably helps.
Really?
Yeah, they have fill cups.
Yeah, there's fill cups.
The rank cups as well.
I might have started playing these, man. Maybe you can find some hidden gems.
That is your level, to be fair, Leven. I think that's where you're gonna fit right in.
Solo cash goat's not your thing. No, I think it's hard for Fortnite as well, because like our only measure of someone's skill realistically is placements and PR, and the PR system is okay, but as Rai said in the chat, like a lot of people are expecting that expectation of someone with really good PR. And I'm thinking about like Val, and I'm looking at like Valorant Tracker. They have like all these, headshot percentages, most played agent, best maps that they play on, like all these different stats and all these different things that you can use to back up a reason why you should have someone in your team. There's none of that in Fortnite. We don't have like a whole stats backed sort of evidence of why someone's a good player. And then back to your point about trying to find a squad, it's like, you don't, or a trio, you don't have like, oh, this person's a really good, for example, like a really good Reigner on Valorant or something. Like you have those like predetermined roles. You don't have that as much in Fortnite, although we have, like IGL, Fragger support, all that sort of stuff. It's very much a lot more vague than that. So I think having someone to be like, right, okay, we need an IGL. There's so many different options. There's so many different people that can fill that role. It's like you haven't got like the obvious options. So the social side of things is difficult, but just the whole like understanding of how good someone's actually going to be, because someone could just got boosted by their their PR or whatever, got carried, and then next thing you play with them and they're trash. So
and the problem as well is that if you did find someone that you thought, oh, I'd like to try out with that person, like where do you do it outside of an actual tournament? Then you're locked in for the so now if they're just a nightmare to play with, you're just locked in, or at least now you got to find someone else last minute. But like you can't even go somewhere to like practice really with
zonal scrims. That's about it. Zone scrims where you have to wait till 5th zone to be able to shoot someone.